Chapter 1. A Family Like No Other. Elon Musk, a name that echoes across the world. Billionaire, innovator, visionary. But behind the rockets and electric cars, he's also a father. Elon Musk was born in South Africa, a curious child, a dreamer. While other kids played outside, he read books, thousands of them. He imagined a future beyond Earth, beyond limits, and one day he would make it real. But success comes at a price. Elon left home young. He studied, worked, built companies. PayPal, Tesla, SpaceX, each one a revolution. His name became famous. His ideas changed industries. Yet away from the cameras and headlines, something else was happening. He was building a family. In the early 2000s, Elon met Justine Wilson. She was smart, strong, a writer with a mind of her own. They fell in love. They dreamed together. And soon they had a child, a son. Nevada Alexander Musk. Elon held him in his arms, his firstborn, his legacy. The boy had soft skin, tiny fingers, bright eyes. Everything was perfect. Until it wasn't. At 10 weeks old, Nevada stopped breathing. A sudden silence, a terrifying moment. The ambulance came. The doctors tried, but it was too late. Nevada was gone. Justine grieved. Elon stayed quiet. He didn't talk about it, not even to her. Instead, he buried himself in work. Some people cry, some people break. Elon built. Time passed. The pain remained, but life moved forward. The couple still wanted children, so they tried again, with science. In 2004, through IVF, they welcomed twins, Griffin and Xavier. Strong, healthy boys. This time, everything went well. And then, 3 more. Triplets, born in 2006. Kai, Saxon, and Damian Musk. 5 boys in total. A house full of energy, curiosity, and endless questions. Elon was proud, but he was also busy, running companies, solving problems, thinking about the future. He wanted his children to be thinkers, creators, so he made sure they had the best education, not ordinary schools. No tests, no grades, no traditional classrooms. Elon created his own school, Ad Astra, later called Astra Nova, a place where kids didn't memorize answers. They asked questions, where learning wasn't about books. It was about ideas. The boys grew up differently. No normal childhood, no weekends at the mall. Instead, they traveled. They met scientists. They saw rockets being built. They were Musk children. But life changes. So does love. In 2008, Elon and Justine divorced. It was public, messy. The children were still young, but their world had shifted. Their father was famous. Their mother was independent. And soon, Elon's life would take a new turn. A new woman, a new family, a new child. And this time, the world would notice. Chapter 2. The Firstborn. Nevada's Short Time on Earth. In 2002, Elon and his first wife, Justine, welcomed a baby boy, Nevada Alexander Musk, but fate had other plans. It was a moment of pure joy, a first child, a new life. Elon and Justine looked down at their baby boy, tiny and perfect. His name was Nevada Alexander Musk. He had soft skin, dark eyes, and a peaceful face. When he cried, it was a small, sweet sound. When he slept, he looked like a dream. His parents watched him with love and wonder. They had built companies, changed industries. But this? This was something greater. Nevada was strong. He was healthy. He grew each day, drinking his milk, moving his little hands. Life felt full, bright, hopeful. Elon was busy, always working, always thinking, but he was happy. He had a son, a future. Then, everything changed. It started like any other day. Nevada was 10 weeks old. Justine fed him, held him, laid him down to rest. The house was quiet. The sun shone through the windows. But then, silence. Too much silence. Nevada wasn't moving. He wasn't breathing. Justine's heart stopped. A second of confusion. Then panic. She picked him up, called his name, shook him gently. Nothing. Time slowed. The ambulance arrived. Paramedics rushed in. Hands moved quickly. Machines beeped. Elon and Justine watched, helpless, praying, hoping. Hours passed. The doctors tried everything, but the damage was too great. Nevada's brain had gone too long without oxygen. The machines kept his body alive, but he was already gone. A quiet decision. The hardest one. They let him go. And just like that, Nevada was no more. Grief is strange. It takes different forms. Justine cried, talked, wrote about her pain. Elon stayed silent. He didn't want to speak about it, not even to her. Instead, he worked. He buried himself in problems he could solve, things he could fix. But some things cannot be fixed. A loss like this never fades. It stays, hidden beneath the surface. Nevada was only here for a short time, but he changed everything. His parents would never be the same. Life had taken something precious. But life also moves forward, and soon, the Musk family would grow again. Chapter 3. The Twins, a Double Surprise. After loss comes hope, and in 2004, Justine Musk gave birth again. Not to one baby, but two. The pain of losing Nevada never left. It stayed in the quiet moments, in the spaces between words. But life continued. Justine and Elon wanted to be parents again. This time, they turned to science. Through IVF, their hopes became reality. The doctors watched. The tests came back. And then, news. Not one baby. Two. Griffin and Xavier Musk arrived in the spring of 2004. Two tiny boys, born strong and healthy. Two little hands gripping their mother's fingers. Two new lives beginning at the same time. Elon looked down at them. His sons. His future. There was no room for fear now. Only purpose. Parenting twins was not easy. Double the crying, double the sleepless nights. Justine stayed home, caring for them, watching them grow. Elon worked, moving from one big idea to the next. He wasn't around much, but when he was, he wanted them to learn. He didn't believe in ordinary childhoods. Griffin and Xavier were raised to think, to question, to solve problems. No fairy tales, no baby talk. Their father spoke to them like adults. He believed they could understand more than people thought. The world outside saw Elon Musk as a genius, a risk-taker, a man who built the impossible. But at home, he was something else. Distant, intense, but always expecting greatness. The twins grew up in a house full of books, science kits, and conversations about the universe. Their mother gave them love. Their father gave them challenge. And the family kept moving forward. Time passed. The boys grew taller, stronger, but their story was far from over. Their lives were only just beginning, and soon they would have more brothers to share it with. Chapter 4. The Triplets. 3 more musketeers. 3 boys, born on the same day to the same father. Kai, Saxon, and Damien Musk were here to add to the Musk legacy. The Musk household was already busy. 2 little boys, always running, always curious. But life had another surprise waiting. In 2006, Justine Musk gave birth again. This time, not to 1 baby, not to 2. 3. Kai, Saxon, Damien. 3 tiny hands, 3 small voices, 3 new lives, born together, growing together. The house filled with the sounds of newborn cries, soft laughter, and endless movement. Elon was proud. 5 sons now, a full team. A future built on numbers, on ideas, on possibility. But raising 5 young boys was not easy. Justine did most of the parenting. Elon worked. He dreamed of Mars, of batteries, of a world beyond imagination. He was always thinking, always moving. At home, the boys played, learned, discovered. There were no ordinary schools for them. Their father had a different plan. He built a school, not a normal one with desks and grades, a place for thinking, for solving problems, for asking questions that had no simple answers. Education was different for them. Science, technology, space. The world was their classroom. Learning was not about memorizing. It was about understanding. The triplets grew fast. 3 brothers, 3 minds, 3 paths. But their father's shadow was always there. He expected greatness. He believed in logic, in reason, in pushing limits. Childhood in the Musk family was not like other childhoods. There were no bedtime stories, no lazy afternoons. It was a world of invention, ideas, ambition. But the boys had each other. 5 Musk brothers. 5 minds shaped by the same world, the same father, the same name. And their story was far from over. Chapter 5. A New Mother, a New Son. Years pass. Elon moves on, and so does his heart. A new love enters his life, and with her, another son. Life never stands still. Companies rise, ideas grow, people change. Elon had built an empire. He had 5 sons. He had a past filled with love and loss. But the future was always waiting. He met Grimes, a singer, an artist, a mind as unique as his own. She was different, creative, unpredictable, a world apart from Silicon Valley. Yet somehow they understood each other. Their connection was strange, but real. Time passed. Their love grew. And soon, a new life began. In 2020, in a quiet hospital room, a baby boy took his first breath. Small, fragile, perfect. Elon held him close, his newest son. His legacy continued. But this child was different, not because of where he was born, not because of who his parents were, because of his name. XAA-12 Musk. A name the world had never seen before. A puzzle, a mystery. The internet exploded. People asked questions. What did it mean? How do you say it? Was it even legal? Elon and Grimes explained. X stood for the unknown. A was an old symbol for artificial intelligence. A 12 was the name of a fast, silent aircraft. The name was a code, a message, a statement. Some laughed. Some admired it. Some thought it was too much. But Elon didn't care. His son had a name as unique as the life he would live. This boy was born into a world of innovation, music, and technology. A world where his father sent rockets into space. A world where his mother created art from sound. He would grow up differently, not in an ordinary home, not with an ordinary childhood. His parents were dreamers, builders, creators. They lived on the edge of the future. And now, so would he. But this was just the beginning. More surprises were yet to come. More changes. More children. The Musk family was far from finished. Before we begin Chapter 6, a quick note for our listeners. You're currently listening to this audiobook on WooEnglish. Remember, this content is specially made for WooEnglish listeners only. If you're hearing it on any other channel, it may be a violation of WooEnglish's rights. Please ensure you're tuned into the right source to fully enjoy and respect this audiobook journey. Now, let's continue the story. Chapter 6. The unusual name that shocked the world. A12? The world gasps. The internet explodes. But to Elon and Grimes, it's more than a name. It's a symbol. The moment the name was announced, everything changed. People stared at their screens, confused, amused. Some thought it was a joke. Others believed it was a mistake. But Elon and Grimes stood by it. Their son's name was no accident. It had meaning. It had purpose. They explained. X represents the unknown, the variable in every equation, the part of life that can't be predicted. A is an old, almost forgotten symbol. In some languages, it sounds like ash. For Grimes, it represents artificial intelligence, a deep connection between humans and machines. A 12 is the name of a jet, a fast, silent aircraft used for reconnaissance. No weapons, no violence, just speed and precision. Together, these symbols formed a name unlike any other. It wasn't just a name, it was an idea, a combination of science, mystery, and history. The internet had questions. How do you say it? What does it mean for the child? Is it even legal? Elon gave his own version. Just call him X, he said. The reactions were mixed. Some admired the boldness, some criticized it, some laughed. But Elon and Grimes did not care. To them, their son's name was perfect. It reflected who they were: rebels, visionaries, rule breakers. But a name is just the beginning. A name does not shape a life. A life shapes a name. XAA-12. Musk was born into a world of innovation, technology, and music. He would grow up in a place where machines think, rockets fly, and ideas become reality. His name was strange. His life would be even stranger. But this was only the start of his journey. And soon, he would not be the only one with a name the world would never forget. Chapter 7. The Birth of Exa. Dark Sidereal and Techno Mechanicus. Another child. Another mysterious name. And yet, the Musk family keeps growing. The world had barely gotten used to XAE-12 when the news broke again. Elon and Grimes had welcomed another child. A daughter? Her name? Exa Dark Sidereal Musk. It was unexpected. A surprise. No one even knew Grimes was pregnant. She had kept it secret, away from the cameras, away from the world. But in December 2021, the truth came out. She was born through a surrogate. A quiet birth. A moment of new life. Her name, like her brother's, was no accident. Exa comes from computing. An exaflop is a supercomputer that can perform a billion operations per second. A name taken from technology, from power, from the future. Dark represents the unknown. The vast mystery of the universe. The things science cannot yet explain. Sidereal, pronounced Sidereal, is inspired by the stars, a deep space measurement of time. A reminder that life is bigger than Earth, bigger than now. A name filled with meaning. A name meant to be different. And then, another surprise. A third child. A second son. A name even more unusual than the rest. Techno Mechanicus. The world only learned of him much later. He had been born in secret, just like his sister. No public announcement. No big reveal. Just another Musk, entering the world quietly, with a name that sounded like it belonged to a machine. They called him Tau for short. Simple. Strong. A mathematical symbol. A piece of logic in a world full of chaos. The Musk family had grown again. More children, more names, more stories waiting to be told. But what does the future hold for them? What kind of world will they inherit? Their father is shaping that world. He is building the machines, the rockets, the systems that will define tomorrow. His children are part of that legacy. Will they follow in his footsteps? Will they become engineers, scientists, leaders? Or will they choose a different path? The answers are unknown. The future is unwritten. But one thing is certain. The Musk name will not be forgotten, and neither will the ones who carry it. Chapter 8. Growing Up. Musk, the Privilege and the Pressure. What's it like to have a father who sends rockets to Mars, builds self-driving cars, and barely sleeps? A normal childhood? That was never an option. Being a Musk child meant growing up in a world of machines, numbers, and impossible ideas. It meant living with a father who thought in equations, who worked while others slept, who believed anything was possible, if you worked hard enough. There were no bedtime stories, no lazy weekends, no ordinary schools. Elon did not believe in traditional education. Schools, he thought, were outdated. They taught children to memorize, not to think. That wasn't good enough. So, he built his own. Astra Nova, a school unlike any other. No grades, no tests, no lectures. Learning was hands-on. Problems were real. The goal was not to pass an exam, but to understand the world. His children were his first students. They studied artificial intelligence, physics, engineering. They asked questions most adults never would. They learned not what to think, but how to think. But life was not just about lessons. It was about expectations. Elon did not accept failure. He demanded excellence. His own life was proof. Work harder, push further, never stop. His children would grow up knowing that, feeling it. They traveled with him. They saw rocket launches, visited factories, met the greatest minds of their time. They did not watch history. They stood inside it. But was it too much? Some children play soccer, some climb trees. Musk children watched their father build the future. Pressure? Of course. A name like Musk comes with weight. The world is watching. People wonder, what will they do? Will they follow in his footsteps? Will they carry his vision forward? Or will they choose a different path? They are still young. Their futures are unwritten. But one thing is certain. Their childhood has been anything but ordinary. And the world is waiting to see what happens next. Chapter 9. A future of their own. Will they follow in their father's footsteps or carve their own paths? The world is watching. The Musk children were born into a world of ambition. They have never known anything else. Their father is one of the most famous men on the planet, a billionaire, a risk-taker, a man who builds things others only dream of. His vision reaches beyond Earth, beyond limits, beyond what is considered possible. But what about them? The world expects great things. People imagine future CEOs, inventors, engineers. Maybe one will run Tesla. Maybe another will lead SpaceX. Maybe they will push technology even further than their father has. Or maybe they will choose something different. Growing up in Elon's shadow is not easy. His standards are high. His world is intense. Not everyone wants to live that way. Some of his children may follow him into the world of innovation, but others may not. Some might prefer music, art, or a quieter life far from the public eye. Elon himself has said he will not force them to take over his companies. He believes in talent, in passion, in doing what excites you. If his children share his love for science, he will support them. If they don't, he will understand. But even if they take different paths, they will always carry his name. That name opens doors. It also brings pressure, expectations, judgment. No matter what they do, the world will compare them to their father. The future is unwritten. They are still young. Their choices will shape what comes next. One day, Elon Musk will be gone. His rockets, his cars, his companies will remain. But his children, they will be the true legacy. And the world will be watching. Chapter 10. The Legacy of the Musk Family. One day, Elon Musk will be gone, but his children will remain. And the question is, what will they do next? Time moves forward. The world changes. Technologies rise and fall. Names that once filled headlines fade into history. But some legacies last forever. Elon Musk has spent his life chasing the impossible. Rockets to Mars, cars that drive themselves, cities powered by the sun. His work is everywhere, on Earth, in space, in the minds of those who dream of the future. But his greatest legacy may not be his companies. It may be his children. They have grown up in a world of invention, a world where science and ambition shape every moment. They have seen rockets launch, robots move, ideas come to life. Their childhood has not been ordinary. Their future will not be either. The question is, what will they do with it? Will they carry his vision forward, expand it, change it? Or will they walk a different path, away from the world their father built? No one knows. Each of them will make their own choices. Some may follow in his footsteps. Some may create new ideas, new industries. Some may choose a quiet life, far from the pressure of a famous name. But no matter what they do, they will always be Musks. They will carry the lessons of their father, his hunger for knowledge, his belief in hard work, his refusal to accept limits. They have seen firsthand what it takes to change the world. Now, the choice is theirs. One day, Elon Musk's time will pass. His name will remain, written in history, remembered for his impact. But his children, they are the future. And the world is waiting to see what they will do next. The end.